dokie. Ooh, a sorceress. Oh my. Get those going. Especially the, hey, carry more lumber.
You have a target?
Let's see.
Of course.
Arthas, go ahead and grab that. In fact, go ahead and,
A sound
drop
plan.
that instead. This is my tendency. You know, my tendency is to carry around a bunch of these kinds of things just to give them passive bonuses, as opposed to actually carrying around consumables and such. Just kind of more my playstyle. All right, let's see. What can I focus on building here? So there's three entrances here that I've got to defend. They each at the moment have 2. There is another one here.
Research
Oh
complete.
gosh, and there's no towers there. Why do I have a feeling that's going to be one of those places where it's like, hey, you better defend this place. So I'm going to go ahead and put those there just to be safe.
I can't build there. Off I go then. Righto. Off I go then.
Research complete.
Right,
Yes, me lord.
Let's see. What do I not have? I've got a blacksmith up. A lumber mill. I don't think I have an arcane sanctum.
Righto. Job's
I
done.
also get a workshop up and
The
going.
undead forces have arrived.
Hold your ground. We are the chosen of the light. We shall not fall.
Of course.
Of course.
Our forces are under attack.
Job's done.
Orders?
The sergeant.
For honor.
Yes, my liege.
Alright, some of you guys can come over here.
Yes, my friend.
Say the word. On my way.
And then Arthas can just kind of
sound
handle
plan.
this on his own.
Job's done.
Our town is under siege.
Ooh, cannon tower. I'm gonna make a 3rd tower at each gateway just to add a
Righto.
cannon tower. There you go.
Off I go then. Yes, me lord. Off I go then. All right. Certainly.
Upgrade complete.
Yes, me lord.
I am gonna make a couple more peasants. Because what's the big problem I have? Lumber, in fact.
Job's done.
This may be the only cheat I end up using, because really, obviously, because I'm using the story difficulty, I don't really need to do that many.
Off I go then.
That many
To
cheats,
work.
obviously, but it's the resources
Well
that's
done.
like, oh my goodness, you know what I mean?
All right. Yes, me lord. Ready to work.
You build the farms.
All right. Yes, me lord. Righto. Yes, me lord.
Cannon tower. Cannon tower. Cannon tower.
Job's done. Off I go then.
And cannon tower. There we go. Get the training in there. We'll even get a mortar team out here just to kind of help bombard them from long range.
Job's done.
There actually is another tower right there.
The flows of magic are whimsical today.
Research complete.
This better be good. What a good idea.
Upgrade complete.
So, do you guys remember how they designed the sorceress back in the original game? So let's hear some of her lines from there, and compare her design there to her design here.
Kick down, Sparky. What'll it be, Hotshot? Kick down, Sparky.
Upgrade complete.
Click me, baby. One more time.
Yes, she just referenced Britney Spears.
Maybe you should get a strategy guide. I don't remember casting slow on you. You don't much, do you? Let's chat on BattleNet sometime.
Breaking the fourth wall!
For the end of the world spell, press Control, Alt, Delete.
Of course, how many of you, I'm sure, had that whole, hey, let's chat on BattleNet sometime.
Help me, help you.
Research complete.
And yes, she also just referenced Jerry Maguire. You can probably see the point I was making earlier that a lot of,
What'll it be?
that a lot of the voice lines are basically
Spotted
references.
an undead caravan carrying a large load of plagued grain.
That caravan must be stopped before it reaches the outer villages. A sound plan.
Alright.
Let's get to fighting.
Destroy the green caravan before it gets to the village.
Certainly.
Comes the Scourge!
For honor. Certainly.
But yeah, I just always found it funny that they went out of their way to basically make the sorceress just extra sexy in this game. Especially with her voice acting. So I was like, oh my gosh. Very on the nose there. Alright, hold on. So I will say does seem to be something here about the options I'm not a fan of. There's only two options here, music and sound effects. Now, I want you guys to be able to actually hear the voices. The problem is that I'm worried that sound effects affects the voices in the cutscenes and cinematics. But I just don't want those sound effects to be like, oh my gosh, it's so loud. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that.
Of course. Certainly.
Let's get the Scourge!
A sound plan.
Our town is under siege.
For honor. Of course.
This might be a bad idea, actually.
Certainly. Of course.
Oh no! We lost a footman. Okay, I may have gotten cocky.
For honor.
Run! Run!
Of course.
Oh, man. Of course, I did so without getting any of the upgrades.
A sound plan. Of course. For honor.
I come to cleanse this land.
Certainly.
Yes, my friend.
Where do you want us?
Research complete. Our forces are under attack.
What do you need?
Research complete.
Alright, let's try this again.
Magical whimsical today.
A sound plan.
Prince Arthas, the caravan has infected the second village. What should we do?
Head to the second village. That's what we're gonna do. Oh, there's another Scourge base right there. Let's avoid it this time. Let's just go straight for the caravan. Now, why are you guys turning that way? I guess we can't go through this way for some reason.
Our forces are under attack.
Faster, my brethren. If we lose the shipment, the Master will have our hides. Faster, my brethren.
Oh boy, here they come.
Shipment, the Master will have our hides.
Our forces are under attack.
Gotta get those meat wagons.
Locked and loaded. What do you need?
A sound plan. For honor. I just pray that the grain hasn't reached any more villages.
The scroll of town portal. Oh my gosh, hold on.
A sound plan.
Research complete.
Of course.
Oh.
A sound plan.
Locked and loaded.
There we go.
What ails you?
Say the word.
Alright, you.
Righto.
Over here. Repair.
Orders? Aye, my lord. What do you need?
Oh, great. These units are diseased.
Yes, my friend.
Research complete.
I am your servant.
Say the word. Of course.
Certainly.
Help me, help you.
What ails you?
Okay, so it looks like it was only temporary. This is why it's actually a good idea to get some priests. It's no wonder there's lots of people who main priests in WoW. They probably wish they could just spam heal like that all the time. Just heal, 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 heal.
My way.
He is so close to level 6.
Alright,
we're halfway there, guys. Just sit tight.
Yes, my lord.
You know what? I'm gonna have him do that is put a lumber mill nearby here, and then have him work on this lumber right here.
I come to cleanse this land. Righto.
I just realized we're low on farms. Farms!
Alright,
Make farms.
righto. I can't build that. Yes, my lord.
Build more farms.
Yes, I am spamming farms.
Off I go then. I come to cleanse this land. I can't build that.
What you're seeing is my usual strategy whenever I get supply blocked in while I'm playing Terran in StarCraft. Quick, spam supply depots. Spam it everywhere. Just get them down on the ground. If you've been watching my channel long enough, you know that I've never once claimed to be a good RTS player. That's one reason why I'm playing on story mode or story difficulty. I wonder how many people are going to see that, you know, when they start the game and they see that as a difficulty option. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, how dare they add that? The amount of people who think that difficulty is what really matters in the game, and they just get completely outraged that how dare they add a story difficulty. Oh, they make it more casual. I mean, for goodness sakes, there are cheats. There are cheats.
For honor.
But my reasoning to the dev was that if you add a difficulty like that, then there's no reason to cheat. The only reason I used that one cheat so far is just because it was just lacking so much. I'm just like, oh my gosh, can we please just kind of get this underway?
Job's done.
But you guys recall the first time I played through this, the actual playthrough,
For honor.
I was using the cheats of clearing up the map. In fact, I'll just go ahead and see that just to see what the other so yeah, I ran into a huge Scourge base over here, and then there's this whole other huge one here in the middle, which has a level 6C Lich called Araj the Summoner.
Our forces are under attack.
Trust me, we're gonna get to do a lot more about this in the next campaign when we play as the Scourge. Oh, I'm so looking forward to that. You guys have no idea. And look at this, a level 10 Lich here, Ross Frostwhisper. Woof. Good thing we didn't continue. That would have been a little nuts.
Our forces are
I forgot that apparently your cap can only go up to level 100 apparently. Resurrection! Nice, now Arthas has his Paladin Res.
All right.
Alright, hold on. Let me get this guy down here. Repair the towers. Yes, me lord. You, do the same over here. Yes, me lord. And you do the same here. Righto.
Say the word.
Of course.
10 minutes until Uther's arrival.
Orders?
Kick down, Sparky.
The sorceress is just so flirtatious. She's so flirty. Oh, oh. We have a big scourge force coming. Back to work.
Our forces are under attack.
This better be good. Once again, it's up to the enemies. If you insist.
Oh boy, I miss Jaina being here just for her mana regen aura. Because look at the sorceress's mana. It's already used up. That's kind of hilarious. Alright, Uther's gonna be here in 8 minutes. Just sit tight. We have another big force coming.
A sound plan.
Alright, let's have Arthas go help.
Of course. For honor. A sound plan.
Say the word.
There. Gosh, I really wish that I had some of the other higher tier upgrades for some of these things. Because, you know, when you get some of the more advanced stuff. But don't worry, we'll see plenty more of that when we get up to Northrend. Heck, you guys remember that there's like a third version of the tower that you could make? Of course, I was going, man, I'm lacking in lumber. I'm now over 2,000 lumber. Can't really make any more, you know, that many more units because of the limited cap. Which is just kind of a, aw. But what the heck, I'll go ahead and make some more. I know I've got high upkeep. And I'm starting to run low at the gold mine.
Our forces are under attack.
For honor. Certainly.
Locked and loaded. I'm your shooter. You have a
I
target?
just realized I don't think I've done the rifleman lines.
I'm your shooter. This is my boomstick. I can't shoot straight unless I've had a pint. Locked and loaded. I do. Don't shoot that thing at me! You'll take me, blunderbuss, when you pry it from my cold, dead hands! Aye, sir. This is my locked and loaded.
This is my boomstick!
I can't shoot straight unless I've had a fight.
Whose mind is running?
Yes, my liege. Of course. Locked and loaded. Aye, sir. What do you need? Where's me drink? Oh, there's me drink. Get in my belly!
The jokes, the references.
Locked and loaded.
Alright, that should be... Alright, that's gonna be enough. Besides, we're about to hit the cap anyway, so... They have almost cleared out this entire area here. This is just hilarious, like, when you just have your workers that collect lumber just keep it going, like, and it's a long mission, they can just clear out an entire portion of the map. Like, you'll just look over and all of a sudden, where there were a bunch of trees, they're just gone. Of course, this becomes a big thing when we get to the orc campaign later on, when we are controlling the Warsong clan, and it's like, collect 5,000 lumber for Thrall, and it's like, oh my gosh! That's the thing about some of those missions, is how long time-wise they take. And of course, I can understand the argument that some people will make about stuff like this, about how if you play this on easier difficulties, you're kind of robbing yourself of the experience. I can completely understand.
Certainly. A sound plan.
And this is definitely one of those types of missions where you could make that case, where you feel like you have to hold out, and like the final minutes, like especially on hard difficulties, you should be like this endless wave of Scourge where you're just like, oh my gosh, and you're just like desperately trying to build your defenses, and you're barely holding on to your last resource and your last unit, and Arthas can only do so much, and he keeps dying, and you have to revive him at the Altar of Kings. This is something that, like, you guys remember the mission in Wings of Liberty? It's only the third mission in the campaign, where you get the bunkers, and you are waiting for Matt Horner to show up at the Hyperion. If you play on casual difficulty, you basically have nothing to worry about. Like, you can just set up, like, maybe 2 bunkers, and then you're just, like, good for the rest of the match, because it just sends, like, a line of Zerglings on occasion, really, even towards the end. And they're saying things like, it's like, we're barely holding on, they're saying things that make you go, huh? And it really only makes sense if you're playing on harder difficulties, where you can literally see, like, tons of enemies just like, oh my gosh, it, like, really, like, can immerse you in that experience. So I can totally understand that.
What'll it be, Hotshot?
What do you need?
Yes, my friend.
And maybe for my own personal off-camera enjoyment, I would probably want to try that out. But when it comes to, like, just checking out for the first time, showing people the story that perhaps never saw it before, or maybe they did see the original but they want to see a better quality version, which I don't blame them, that's part of the reason and intent for this remake, then I'm glad it's there. The option to just experience the story and just kind of casually go through this without much of a concern or worry.
What do you need?
But since we have, we're almost at the end here, I again want to reiterate, before we head to the next mission or two, that what happened here plays a big reason to what happens very soon, because of what Arthas witnessed here. Because, again, it wasn't just a matter of, what the grain does, because that's when he realizes that the grain actually turns them into the Scourge. It's how fast it happened. Now, the idea is that... Oh, okay, now, here we go.
The numbers seem limitless.
Yep, that's because they are. That's part of the terrifying true threat of the Scourge. Especially when the Lich King is running the show. Now, whether or not he is literally running things here at this point, that's debatable, but that's part of the whole explanation about Invuln. Uther and Jaina to the rescue!
Light, give me strength.
For Lordaeron, for the king!
Uther, your timing couldn't have been better.
Don't celebrate yet, son. This battle's far from over. I'm surprised that you kept things together as long as you did, lad. If I hadn't arrived just then...
Look, I did the best I could, Uther. If I'd had a legion of knights riding at my back, I would have...
Now is not the time to be choking on pride. What we faced here was only the beginning. The undead ranks are bolstered every time one of our warriors falls in battle.
Then we should strike at their leader. I'll go to Stratholme and kill Mal'Ganis myself if I have to.
Easy, lad. Brave as you are, you can't hope to defeat a man who commands the dead all by yourself.
Then feel free to tag along, Uther. I'm going, with or without you.
So I need to talk about that conversation right there, because I was rechecking the book leading up to this game coming out to remind myself about the part that's coming up that I want to read. The thing about that conversation that happens is when Uther is starting to say, like, I'm surprised you held out as long as you did. If I hadn't shown up... The thing about that in the book is that it says that, then Arthas responds, look, I did the best I could, Uther, where he kind of snaps at him because he thinks he's coming, like, he's, like, putting him down or, like, condescending him or, like, talking, like, oh, man, look at, how poorly you did. Or, he thinks he's, like, bashing him. When the reality was that Uther was trying to praise him. He was trying to, like, man, my goodness, you did a great job. But Arthas, in that moment, took it so wrong. And it's partly because he is so angry and frustrated right now because of what he just witnessed here in Hearthglen. He just saw something horrible happen to his people. The people who are looking to him to protect them, to who trust him to save them, and he is, and this is something that Uther says later on, that he's starting to feel the weight of the crown and its responsibility, and he's just getting so angry and frustrated about what Kel'Thuzad said and what he literally saw his people turn from living people into the undead in front of his eyes just now in Hearthglen. And for all we know, it happened in a matter of minutes, maybe hours, and that plays extremely is an extremely important thing. That plays an extremely important role in what is about to happen. In fact, I'm going to cut off here because I believe what's coming up in just a bit is going to be that pivotal moment. I want to make sure I give myself time to be able to actually read that portion of the book for you guys. So stay tuned.